Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and welcome to a very special moment, a very special day, and a very special portal. Welcome to the 1212 Ascension Gate Portal. Before we get started, I just want to also say thank you guys truly so much for all your likes, shares, subscribes, hypes, comments, every which way you support this channel. Truly, each and every one of you make a difference. You make me melt. You make this channel a family, and I love you back. So, welcome to the 1212 portal on December 12th, the Ascension Gate Portal. This is a turning of the cosmic wheel, a vibrational checkpoint, and a moment in which the universe tilts the light just enough for clarity to slip in where confusion once sat like a stubborn guest. So, this is a day that is truly suspended between worlds. A day where numbers open doors and stars, oh my goodness, stars speak first. It's a day where the soul's blueprint shimmers just a little bit brighter, and it's asking you, are you ready to remember why you came here? And for Virgos, out of all the signs, this year, this portal, this moment belongs to you. What flew out right away from the Cosmo Oracles is this: stop pushing against what is and align with it. It's time to move. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. This belongs to you. The 1212 portal is a gateway of completion as well as it's a gateway of becoming. The number 12 is a very sacred number. So we've got 12 months, we've got 12 zodiac signs, we've got 12 petals in the heart chakra. And 12 is the number of cycles completed, wisdom gained, and integration where it's achieved and where it's meant to be achieved. So when the day becomes 12-12 here, this week, something unusual is happening. The cycle doubles back on itself and it becomes an invitation. It becomes a mirror. And it's a cosmic yes, and echoing through the corridors of your destiny. So with this 1212 portal, Virgos, this is where 12 is a completion. 12 is elevation. 12 is the moment before rebirth. And when doubled like this, the gateway becomes an activation of your soul's next chapter. And if that resonates, let me know in the comments below, because this is where Virgos, we're elevating to high priestess status. This is a duality. This is coming in with an integration of your intuition, your unconscious, your psychic energy, your perceptivity. It's where the unrevealed future is revealed as a remembering, right? This is a spiritual teaching, and it's where you are elevating and ascending to your rightful place as a spiritual teacher. This is where shadows are illuminated, and we'll get into it because the moon is going to be in our sign. It's going to impact this. Your intuition is going to be tapped in and on fire because we also have the Sagittarius stellium. Sagittarius, don't ask. Sagittarius stellium. Now, numerologically, right away, 1212 carries this beautiful vibration of 3, the number of divine expression, creative rebirth, and truth spoken after long silence. I just got tingles. 3 is the moment that the seed pushes through the soil and recognizes the sun. We have this Sagittarius stellium. I cannot tell you that enough. 3 is the first breath of becoming under this 1212 portal. And for us Virgos, this numerologically lifts you into a new posture. It asks you to speak with the authority of someone who has earned every insight through humility, through lived experience, through the quiet work that no one saw, but the universe was watching. The 1212 portal is saying to you on this day, your preparation is complete. Now it becomes creation. This is where you are moving away from disappointment, moving away from disillusionments. You're leaving a place that caused sorrow because you've learned enough. Everything that you've prepared for, all that you've been preparing for, is complete. Now is the time to walk towards action, creation, and in the alignment of the 1212 gateway, the Sagittarius alignment and Vega rising. It sets a karmic stage that widens the lens. It allows us to really look and ascend through this soul-searching journey and understand that higher meaning, the wisdom that we've been journeying toward. It is that great remembering, and it's moving you straight towards stability, towards prosperity, towards your personal power, and towards the mirror of judgment in Gnostic knowing. We typically, when we look at mirrors, we only understand the first one of presence, right? Where the people in our relationships truly reflect our inner work, right? Our lessons that we need to learn, what we're truly thinking about and bringing about. But there's actually 3 mirrors. There's a mirror of the presence, there's a mirror of judgment, and then there's also the mirror of what we're lacking. And I don't mean that in the way of lacking, I mean in the way of where we've given our power away. What we see in someone, say like when you go to the grocery store and you just automatically just somehow, some way feel magnetized and attracted to somebody. Or in the way of like when you see love at first sight, when you see this person that embodies you, an energy that wants you to be better, right? That makes you want to strive to be better or become more. That is the very crucial mirror because it really recognizes and it helps teach you where you've given your power away, where you've been preconditioned to have what's taken from you and to give it away freely without being cognizant of knowing what you've just consented to. And it gives to the mind or brings to mind the idea of the old fable of like a woman basically carrying a pot or dragging a pot that's got a broken handle, and slowly but surely all the mead in it, or all the meal, is slowly but surely, all the grains are slowly but surely being dropped out of it. And by the time that you reach this 3rd mirror in Gnostic knowing, you see the person that truly you feel complete with. It's got like they have elevated you. You want to elevate alongside them. And you reach into that bucket, you reach into that pot that's got the cracked handle, and you find that there's nothing in there anymore. This is the one. This 12-12 portal, sets the cosmic stage where it widens the lens to see all 3 mirrors clearly. So the sun is in Sagittarius, which the sun being in Sagittarius, this is the philosopher, the truth teller, the wanderer, whose compass is not tuned to maps, but instead to meaning. And the sun in Sagittarius is aligned with the earth during this 12-12 portal, and the sky becomes our great teacher. We are invited to stand at the threshold of our personal horizon and ask, what truth have I outgrown? What truth am I finally ready to live? And it has a lot to do with where there's been self-denial, where there's been smallness that's been tolerated, where there's been an allowance of dimming in your light in order to fit group identification, traditional norms, where we've been preconditioned, right? It's that pot with the cracked handle where the grains are slowly but surely. All of our power has been given away and has been depleted. The Sagittarius energy, especially with the sun's vitality, does not tolerate smallness or self-denial. And this year, Sagittarius is amplified by something very rare and extraordinary. Vega rising beneath the Sagittarius sun. So this is where when we look at all of our contentments, all of our pleasures, all of our stabilities with that Taurian energy, all of our foundations, right? That keeps that bucket whole, that keeps that pot whole. It's where you notice that handle that's been cracked and you fix it, you mend it. And it's not about fixing you. We'll get into this, so stay with me. But it's invoking voluntary change. It's invoking adaptation, adjustment, healing, rising above challenge so that you keep your light burning bright. And with Vega, the luminous star of myth, memory, and soul searching, with Vega rising at this time under the 12-12 portal, Vega is rising as a cosmic tuning fork. So its light reaches backward and forward in time. It awakens something ancient that's within you. And it's not information, it's resonance. It's the kind of knowing that feels like deja vu, but it is deeper. And this is where, with Vega rising, the spiritual atmosphere becomes unmistakable. We are being recalibrated. We're being rewritten. We're being recalled to ourselves. This is approaching your goals. This is taking fast action. This is incoming messages with this 1212 portal from our highest self to bring us good news, to help us become unrestricted, to help us take action towards our truth, towards our stability, towards our justice, our personal power, our integrity, our fortuity, to see our mirror of judgment quite clearly, to reap the harvest that we've sown. It's where the seed, I'll say it again, pushes through the soil and it recognizes the sun. And it's under this 1212 portal as it opens. So for Virgos, as we're recalled to ourselves, as we're rewritten and recalibrated under this 1212 portal, for Virgos, this influence is going to land delicately. And it's going to feel very much like a hand reaching out toward you from a guide you once knew kindredly well. It says you are far more than your tasks. You're far more than your routines. You're far more than your carefulness. There is wisdom in you that is rising, and under the 1212 portal energy, it is time to let it. And with the Sagittarius stellium, between the Sun, Mars, Venus, Mercury, I mean, this is vitality, our go-getter drive and passions, our heart's desires, and our downloads, our ruler. They're all gathered in our fourth house of home and family. And between all four of them, with this Sagittarius stellium, under this 1212 portal opening, there is an inner bonfire that is burning. Let me tell you. I mean, look at this energy. I mean, what? I just got goosebumps just seeing these cards. If you did too, put a heart in the comments below. Let me know. Because this is where, with this inner bonfire that is burning, your inner world is being rewritten. Your foundation is being uprooted. Your emotional blueprint is being upgraded. Your home environment is being activated. And your familial patterns are being disrupted for liberation. So Sagittarius energy is the cosmic truth teller, right? He is the wanderer. He is the seeker of meaning. And in your fourth house, it cracks open the walls that you've built around your emotional freedom. This stellium is propelling you forward, saying you can't evolve without expanding your inner world. You can't ascend without healing the place inside where you retreat and hide. It brings warmth, it brings humor, it brings spiritual fire, and it brings a sense that life is bigger than the patterns that you've inherited. It's ancestral healing. It's emotional liberation. This is you beginning the story you actually want to live, where you've got your 10 of coins, right? Where your hard work is rewarded, where you've got financial gain. You've got success and stability within your community, within your soul tribe family, within your financial security as well. What enables you to truly hold your home and the people that fill it as your true sanctuary and cherish it as just that. This is living the story that you truly want to live, that you were destined to live. And this is where you are taking action. It marks the beginning of mental clarity, of focus on your vision, the discernment, the wisdom to make the choices necessary to ensure that this is the path that you're headed on. It's finding your truth. It's leading you straight to success. And with the moon in Virgo at the heart of the sky during all of this, emotion is waking the self. So on 12/12, during this 12/12 portal, the moon in Virgo is going to be sitting in our first house of identity, our first house of state of consciousness. And its placement, let me tell you, is not going to be or feel subtle. It is a spotlight, it is a mirror, it is a magnifying glass all at once between all of them. And it's where you're moving into a place of mastery with the 11. This is justice, and it's your justice, right? It's judgment, it's truth, it's fairness. It's your just deserves. This Virgo moon is bringing your emotional truth to the foreground so that you can claim your mastery, your remembrance. And it's not the truth that you rationalize. It's not the truth that you organize into neat compartments or anything like that. It's the truth that pulses beneath your thoughts, beneath the analysis, and beneath the carefully curated composure. It's the truth that says, this is who I am. This is what I feel. This is the self that I can no longer hold back or postpone. This is the star that you were meant to be and ascend to in this life, in this remembrance. So, the lunar presence in our first house is awakening your instincts. Your intuition is sharpening. Your self-perception shifts from conceptual to embodied. Embodiment of the star to shining just like Vega shining down on you. So this is where you are meeting yourself without any distractions. And the moon in Virgo is not acting alone in this. It is entangled in a web of powerful aspects that shape your entire existence and experience of this portal. It's looking at all your hopes for the future. It's holding that positivity to really truly manifest and form all that you desire in your contentments, in your hope, in the healing that's needed, in the renewal that's destined, and in the inspiration that walks you forward to your highest self. So, as the moon stands in Virgo, it's going to be casting its gaze across the sky to meet Saturn and Neptune, which, remember, they are both in Pisces, both in our 7th house. They are resting in the 7th house of partnerships. And between all of this opposition, it's creating a relationship mirror. This opposition is one of the most defining alignments of the 12-12 portal for us Virgos. Saturn is waiting on one side like a teacher with that stern but compassionate gaze, not the stink eye, but the one that's like seeing all of your potential, asking whether the relationships in your life are truly built on integrity, on reciprocity, and in truth. Neptune is standing beside Saturn like a dreamer, a mystic, and a poet, and he is whispering, but what about love? What about spiritual connection? What about soul memory and longing and the ache of devotion? This is the universal balance that is coming into your favor and fairness. This is karmic rewards. This is receiving gifts, financial opportunities. Both of these two in opposition with the moon, as you can see, they know the laws of attraction, the laws of reciprocity. He cherishes all of it, and it's rooted straight in your center. This is where, with all of this happening, and with the moon being in Virgo, practical, wise, discerning, right? Standing between Neptune and Saturn, the moon in Virgo is trying to negotiate truth from illusion, especially with your intuition guiding the way. Structure from fantasy. Neptune's helping you dissolve all of that. Saturn's anchoring it. And commitment from sacrifice. So this opposition, it creates an emotional tension that can feel like a deep inner questioning. And with the Queen of Wands, this is standing in charisma, optimism, confidence, strength, intuition, discernment, good judgment. Between all of those oppositions, all of those tensions, truth from illusion, structure from fantasy, commitment from sacrifice, and allowing you to question all of it. So with this this opposition, this is where you could find yourself truly asking you, do my relationships reflect who I truly am? Do I lose myself to keep the peace? Big one. Do I cling to responsibility because it feels safer than vulnerability? Am I carrying someone else's emotional weight as if it were my own? And the karmic axis between the South Node in Virgo resting in your first house and the North Node in Pisces right alongside Neptune and Saturn in your 7th house, pulling you through your 7th house. These two, the karmic axis, know what I meant? Either way, is opening the doorway to a new relational destiny for you. One where you no longer define your worth by how much you do, but by how deeply you allow others to meet you. So the South Node in Virgo in our first house is going to be dragging out old identity patterns to the surface. ones that were built on over-functioning, overthinking, over-fixing, and over-shouldering, where you've been carrying a weight that wasn't destined to be yours to carry. And the North Node is softly insisting it's time to let go of being the healer and the peacekeeper for everyone else. Time to let yourself be held. Let yourself belong. Let love transform you, not drain you, so that you can truly shine as bright as you were meant to truly be. And at the same time, the Virgo moon is going to be forming a square with Mars in Sagittarius, part of that Sagittarian stellium, lodging itself in your 4th house of home, past, emotional roots. And it's lighting, this square is lighting a fire in the hearth of your foundation. And let me tell you, between the moon and like in Virgo and Mars and Sagittarius, this is where things during this 12-12 portal get a little spicy. So Mars is stirring the embers beneath your emotional floorboards. There is old memories that are rising up. There is old family dynamics that are resurfacing. There's old desires. They're pushing through the walls that you've built to keep them quiet. With this square, there may be moments during this portal where you feel restless in your own home, you feel restless in your own history, or you even feel restless in your own bones. As the 12-12 portal aligns, Mars is saying the time for silence is over, and he is strong. He's got passion. He's got drive behind it. It is firm. The time for pretending is over. The time for hiding your real emotional needs is over. And the Virgo moon, which is usually very composed, right, may surprise you with a sudden flush of courage, frustration, or even longing. So this square does not necessarily feel gentle, but I will say it feels honest. And in its honesty is where your liberation lies. This is where your 4 of Wands truly comes into fruition with this 12-12 portal. It's your harvest, your prosperity, your success, true familial bliss, commitment to where you're meant to be held, stability and peace to where you're meant to be healed, balance and harmony to where you're meant to plant your seeds and plant your roots in stable soil that is truly fertile. So with this mixed in, all of it mixed in this intensity, I will also say, we are also going to be blessed with a beautiful breakthrough alignment that will feel very special. It will also feel very electric, like the Hanged Man and the Star right after each other. I mean, this is, look at this. This is foundations with your 4. This is the magic numerical aspect and essence of the 12-12 portal, the synergy of 3, combining in your new beginnings and in your spirituality, where spirituality holds presence in each and every one of your relationships. So what's going to feel electric, what's going to feel special is the Virgo moon will also be trine with Uranus. And remember, Uranus is in retrograde in Taurus, in our 9th house. This is where this trine is illuminating your 9th house of truth, belief, higher purpose, higher self-wisdom, and spiritual expansion. And in this trine, in all this mix of the intensity, this trine is creating the breath after the storm. And it's a cosmic aha. It's a cosmic clarity. And this is the moment where your inner world reconfigures itself in a flash of brilliant clarity. This is where you're looking at your foundations, you're looking at your stability, you're looking at your reality, all your achievements, all your discipline, right? All your order, your self-containment, and you're opening that heart chakra. Because again, there's 12 petals in that heart chakra aligning with this 12-12 portal. The Uranus trine with the moon is that breath after the storm that lets you know that you are being hugged by the universe. You are being fully supported. And Uranus retrograde is offering this change, this revelation from within. It is the lightning strike in the quiet field that quiets all the cricket chirps. It is a sudden remembering. It is the insight that rearranges your world like puzzle pieces falling easily into place with the slide of a simple finger. This trine is the gateway within a gateway, within the 1212 portal gateway. And it is the moment where the 1212 portal becomes felt, not just seen. It may come as an intuition. It may come as a symbol. It may come as a sudden understanding, a dream, a message, a knowing that can't be unknown or unseen. It is a new perspective. It is a submission. Excuse me. Got a little tickle in my throat there. It is spiritual growth, and more importantly, it is where your trust is being tested and it's being found. It's being secured in that synergy, in that duality, in your true prophecy. So, for Virgos, this is the moment where your soul says, this is the truth that you were seeking. This is where your path truly turns with this 1212 portal. And as you turn with it, the moon is going to be shifting into Libra, illuminating your second house of value, self-worth, resources. And when the moon shifts from Virgo into Libra, it rebalances your heart and your heart chakra. As the star, in all your visions, in all your spiritual guidance, in all your healing, in all your renewal, mental health, creativity, inspiration, hope, innovation with that Aquarian energy, stability and subtle strength in your stability with the 8, equalization, right? In your health and finding your rhythm and how you navigate and how you hold your peace. So, this is where this transition with the moon moving into Libra, this transition is going to feel like you're stepping out of your mind and truly into your heart. It is where emotional intensity softens and becomes balance. The inner critic transforms into the inner witness. And the emotional body begins to settle into a sense of synergy flow and synergistic flow and harmony. Under Libra's influence, you begin to reconsider what you value and what you cherish most, not intellectually, but spiritually. You begin to ask under this 1212 portal, what truly feeds me? What feels fair? What feels aligned? What feels beautiful? And most importantly, what do I deserve? And if that resonates, let me know. Put a heart in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, like, and hype to elevate this message for the ears that truly need and the hearts that truly need to hear it, to utilize this 1212 portal for all of the beauty that it brings. Because with this Libra moon, we also have 2 transformational aspects forming that give voice to insight and a rebirth to motion. So as the Libra moon comes in, it's sextiling with Mercury in Sagittarius, and your voice loosens. Your thoughts clarify, your inner truth and your outer world begin to speak to each other with honesty and with grace. This is where there is something very special here that's happening, because it's where healing conversations and truths truly happen. With yourself, with others, with your past, and with your purpose. This is where your truths, long held in the quiet corners of your mind, finally come to the surface, not as confessions, but as revelations. And it's where you're truly receiving your crown, your wreath, your infinity, your circular ascension, your balance, your symmetry, your harmony, your integration of the wisdom, reciprocity, of opposites, of true healing, of inspiration and action, and of activation of the solar plexus that truly lets you know you are enough. You know why you're here. You know what you're meant to become. You know what you're meant to remember. This is the time where you become walking inspiration towards your victory, towards your success, towards your achievements, significant progress with good news coming in, respect, validation, the beginnings, not the endings, right? The beginnings to your highest timeline, your truth, your revelation. And I will also say the Libra moon is forming not one but two transformational aspects, like I was saying before. So the Libra moon will also be trine with Pluto, which Pluto is now direct, thank goodness, in Aquarius, sitting in your 6th house of habits, work, health, and daily rhythm at the same time. So this is truly profound and prolific, especially for Virgos, because it's in our 6th house. That is our home in the zodiacs, in the astrological houses. We are signs of service. It's going to speak to us in finding our rhythm in our purpose. So it's the moment of metamorphosis, truly, under this 12-12 portal. It is not dramatic. It is not theatrical. It's subtle and it's cellular. Something in your daily life is shifting. Something in your body is shifting. Something in your purpose is truly shifting. And as you can see, the page is looking straight at the Fool. And the Fool is got her rose. And it's a white rose of purity, of new beginnings, of fresh starts. This is the new cycle of something that's truly beautiful and prolific that is waiting for you in this 12-12 portal. It's going to fill you with wonder. It's going to renew your optimism. It's where you embark on an adventure forward in all of your wisdom that you're carrying forward, and you are not alone. You are being supported here, as you can see, with purity, with support and honesty in your relationships, aligned to you in all their beauty. This is where, with this trine, you will feel, with this portal being opened, that Pluto is whispering, you are no longer who you were. This is the moment to honor that and walk as you were meant to become in your journey. Cannot stress this enough. And as you can see, he is looking up, he is looking forward straight at your journey, at your new beginning. So this 12-12 portal is inviting you to work with earth, with your breath, with intention. So to work with this energy, let's get into it. There is some rituals that can really help you so that you can receive the good news, the exploration that you're meant to go on, right? Stand in your charisma. Experience the excitement of life. Experience your freedom. Stand and flow in all of your creativity. So, first thing that you can do to really amplify and utilize, celebrate this energy of the 12-12 portal is a ritual that truly brings you back into your body. And more importantly, a ritual of release can really help ground this energy into your mindfulness and into your wellness. So write down the roles that you've outgrown, the burdens that were never truly yours, the responsibilities that you inherited instead of chose. Safety first, burn that paper and release those roles, those burdens, those responsibilities into the ethers. Let the act become the symbol of the shift that's happening inside you. Write down those roles and then let them go. You can also ground yourself and ground yourself to the highest self, your higher self. I can't say that right. Let me try that again. You can also ground your highest self and your highest timeline. There we go. That's what I meant to say. That into your reality by standing barefoot on the earth and feel that quiet pulse of your new resonance beneath your feet flowing into your body. The most profound activations happen for us when you let the body remember what the mind forgets. This is where a powerful catalyst can occur, especially if you ground after you meditate. And for those of you who would like to, oh my gosh, and at the bottom of the deck, I got distracted there, but I needed to see it. So for those of you that would like to listen, sorry, I got distracted. I have also put together a guided meditation for the 12-12 portal. I've got the link down in the video or in the description here below. Check it out. It guides you through how to utilize this energy so that you can walk straight towards your 10 of Cups, your ultimate peace, contentment, joy, and love. Ultimate belonging, enduring success. So check it out. Give it a listen. Also, too, crystals that resonate with your journey during this portal. Might include moss agate. Don't know why I said moss gate. That was weird. Moss agate for grounding growth. celestite for divine connection, or smoky quartz for release. Just remember, their purpose is not meant to fix you. It's meant to tune your energy to the frequency that you already carry within you. So use the amplification of crystals if you use them with care. Also too, herbs such as lavender, rosemary, chamomile, peppermint may also help you restore your balance to your nervous system and clarify your intuition during this 12-12 gateway energy. And if you choose to meditate on your own or in your own way, even if it's just for a few minutes, visualize a gate of light that's before you, radiant, geometric, and humming with the energy of completion, the energy of new beginnings. Step through it, and when you do, leave behind the version of yourself who believed they had to earn their worth. Merge your energy with the wisdom of your highest self, your greatest timeline, your 10 of Cups, because this is truly your bright future that you're spiritually walking towards with this portal opening. All your dreams, all your drive, all your passions, all your desires, especially with Mars here, being exalted by that Piscean energy, being grounded and rooted into your foundations, the pinnacle of your success, the beginnings, the growth that you're meant to receive and ascend to in this 12-12 portal. So during this portal, the universe is going to be asking you to do something revolutionary and extraordinary. It's going to be asking you to stop refining yourself and start becoming yourself. Stop healing out of duty and start healing out of desire. Stop holding up the world and finally let the world hold you. Your old identity is falling away, and this is your recovery period. This is your recuperation. This is the time when everything comes into balance and blessings come into your foundations with stability, with grace, and with your inner divine fire being remembered. So, your old identity is falling away. The old versions of yourself, the one who survived, the one who coped, the one who managed, all of them have served their purpose. The 12-12 portal is bringing you home to yourself, not the self that was shaped by fear, the self that was shaped, or not the self too, I should say, that was shaped by responsibility, and certainly not the self that was shaped by perfectionism. The self instead that was shaped by truth. The self that this 12-12 portal is bringing you home to with intuition that was shaped by soul, by destiny. This 12-12 portal is truly your rebirth. It's your new dawn, and it's time to return to you. Not the Virgo of yesterday, but the Virgo of the threshold. The Virgo who has walked through the fire of clarity and walked out luminous. This 12-12 portal marks a rebirth of your identity, a healing of your heart, a restructuring of your foundations with this Ace of Pentacles. It's your new beginning. It's your new dawn. It's a revelation of your purpose, and it's a softening of your relationship to yourself. It is the moment where your wisdom becomes embodied, where your intuition becomes trusted, where your truth becomes lived. You are not being asked to become someone different. You are being asked to become someone truer. You are stepping into a chapter where your gifts are needed, where your presence matters, where your voice finally takes its rightful place in the world. And it's time to feel the shift, especially with this Ace of Pentacles. It's time to feel your security. It's time to know that you're favored, that you are standing in this 12-12 portal in all of its auspiciousness, meeting the challenges that you're meant to grow toward, grow into, achievements in your contentment, achievements, growth, healing in health, in wealth, vitality, prosperity, in adaptability, flexibility with that Geminian energy, in your stability and your comforts with that Taurian energy, being grounded into your reality, and in the actions that you take when you are inspiration walking, in all the foundations you are meant to have to stand on that are unshakable. So feel the shift, trust what you know, walk forward through this 1212 portal with the quiet confidence of someone who has just remembered their destiny, because this is the time out of all the signs of the zodiac that belongs to you. Now, before we go, oh my goodness, thank you. I do also want to just look at our spirit animal totems for additional messages. And right away, I mean, look at this. This is where you are rising and walking with your heart pure and free towards your freedom, towards your greater purpose that's calling you, towards the unlimited reserves of stamina and strength that follow the winds of change, that are needed to accomplish your dreams, to become the guardian, to be protected, to have the gentle strength of the black bear, to protect the ones that you love, to awaken your intuition, to follow your inner knowing. Because you're a brave traveler, and your soul knows the way. Now is the time with this 1212 portal opening that in your confidence, you achieve your destination. And there are loyal friends that are always with you, including your family here on the Honey Sea Star. Do not worry, because you are blessed. This is the time to fly. This is the time to sing. This is time to heal, because your inner navigation is going to be guiding you, and nothing is going to stop you or keep you from your goal when you align with your purpose and you align with the power that is in your soul, in your great remembering. This is tapping into infinite possibilities, being the sovereign of the seen and the unseen, knowing that the magic of love surrounds you, the beauty of this 1212 portal, the Ascension Gate Portal, is what is transforming you, that the spirits of light are guiding you. This is the time to abandon the darkness, go beyond the ordinary, and become the legendary that was written in your soul's contract, that you were meant to remember and awaken to. Now, before we go as well, I do just want to look at our major arcana before we go. For anyone that's going to be meditating in their own way, do what feels right for you, right? That's what matters most. And so what we pulled is an A sharp, 2 G sharps, and a C sharp. Look at all of this major. I mean, this is beautiful energy. And then vibrationally for color, we've got purple, we've got indigo, and we have got red. That is aligning from head to toe with all of the golden light, all of the downloads that we receive from the Sagittarius sun, the Sagittarius constellation, and Vega, our luminous star of myth, memory, and soul song. So I am sending you guys so much love and light. If you like the way that I read, if this message resonates with you, by all means, please like, share, subscribe, like, and hype. Comment, share your thoughts in the comments below of what you awaken to, what you're walking towards with this turning of the cosmic wheel. Also, too, if you need any pick-me-up, check out the Honey Sea Star store, because all of the designs are meant to uplift, inspire you, and elevate you along your journey as the universe tilts just enough light for clarity to slip in where confusion once sat. So I am sending you so much love and light. Have a beautiful 1212 Ascension Gate Portal. Take care, and I will see you in the next